Good morning, and welcome to a personalized service by me, the Lord of Hosts, Yahweh Elohim, YHWH. I call to order Rabbi Baruch Khan. I, as the living Elohim, shall remind you of this time, just as I reminded the children of Israel, from me to Moshe. I am the same El yesterday as I am today. It is I, the Lord your God, Yahweh Elohim, YHWH. I am the Elohim of Abraham, of Isaac, and Jacob, the Eternal One, and you, Israel, are my people forever. Now I spoke to Moshe after the death of the two sons of Aaron, when they had approached the presence of me and perished. I said to Moshe, tell your brother Aaron that he shall not enter at any time into the holy place inside the veil before the mercy seat which is on the ark, or he will die, for I will appear in the cloud over the mercy seat. Aaron shall enter the holy place with this, with a bull for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering. He shall put on the holy linen tunic, and the linen undergarments shall be next to his body, and he shall be girded with the linen sash, and attired with the linen turban. These shall be your holy garments. Then he shall bathe his body in water, and put them on. He shall take from the congregation of the sons of Israel 2 male goats for a sin offering, and 1 ram for a burnt offering. Then Aaron shall offer the bull for the sin offering, which is for himself, that he may make atonement for himself and for his household. He shall take the 2 goats and present them before me at the doorway of the tent of meeting. Aaron shall cast lots for the 2 goats, 1 lot for me, and the other lot for the scapegoat. And Aaron shall offer the goat on which the lot for me fell, and make it a sin offering. But the goat on which the lot for the scapegoat fell shall be presented alive before me, to make atonement upon it, to send it into the wilderness as a scapegoat. And Aaron, you shall burn the bull of the sin offering, which is for yourself, and make atonement for yourself and your household. And you shall slaughter the bull of the sin offering, which is for yourself. You shall take a firepan full of coals of fire from upon the altar before me, and 2 handfuls of finely ground sweet incense, and bring it inside the veil. And you shall put the incense on the fire before me, that the clouds of incense may cover the mercy seat that is on the ark of the testimony. Otherwise you shall surely perish. Moreover, you shall take some of the blood of the bull and sprinkle it with your finger on the mercy seat on the east side. Also in front of the mercy seat you shall sprinkle the blood with your finger 7 times. Then you shall slaughter the goat of the sin offering, which is for your people, and bring its blood inside the veil, and do with its blood as you did with the blood of the bull, and sprinkle it on the mercy seat and in front of the mercy seat. You shall make atonement for the holy place, because of the impurities of the sons of Israel, and because of their transgressions in regard to all their sins. And thus you shall do for the tent of meeting which abides with them in the midst of the impurities. When you go in to make atonement in the holy place, no one shall be in the tent of meeting until you come out, that he may make atonement for himself and for his household, and for all the assembly of Israel. Then you shall go out to the altar that is before me, and make atonement for it, and shall take some of the blood of the bull and of the blood of the goat, and put it on the horns of the altar on all sides. With your finger you shall sprinkle some of the blood on it 7 times and cleanse it, and from the impurities of the sons of Israel consecrate it. When he finishes atoning for the holy place, and in the tent of meeting, and the altar, you shall offer the live goat. And Aaron, you shall lay both your hands on the head of the live goat, and confess over it all the iniquities of the sons of Israel, and all their transgressions in regard to all their sin. And he shall lay on them the head of the goat, and send it away into the wilderness by the hand of a man who stands ready. The goat shall bear on itself all the iniquities to a solitary land, and he shall release the goat in the wilderness. And then Aaron shall come into the tent of meeting, and take off the linen garments, which he put on when he went into the holy place, and then leave them there. And you shall bathe your body with water in a holy place, and put on clothes, and come forth and offer the burnt offering and the burnt offering for the people, and make atonement for yourself and for the people. Then shall you offer up and smoke the fat of the sin offering on the altar. The one who released the goats as the scapegoat shall wash your clothes and bathe your body in water. Then afterwards you shall come into the camp. But the bull of the sin offering and the goat of the sin offering, whose blood was brought in to make atonement for the holy place, shall be taken outside the camp, and they shall burn their hides, their flesh, and their refuse in the fire. And the one who burns them shall wash his clothes and bathe his body with water. And then afterward he shall come into the camp. This shall be a permanent statute for you. In the 7th month, on the 10th day of the month, you shall humble your souls, and do not do any work, whether the native or the alien who sojourns among you. For it is on this day that atonement shall be made for you to cleanse you. You will be clean from all of your sins before me. It is to be a Sabbath of solemn rest for you, that you may humble your souls. It is a permanent statute. So the priest who is anointed and ordained to serve as priest in his father's place shall make atonement. He shall thus put on the linen garments, the holy garments, and make atonement for the holy sanctuary. And he shall make atonement for all the people of the assembly. Now you shall have this as a permanent statute, to make atonement for the sons of Israel for all their sins once every year. And just as I had commanded Moses, so he did, and so shall you do. Then again I spoke to Moshe, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and say to them, I am the Lord your God, Yahweh Elohim, YHWH. You shall not do what is done in the land of Egypt where you lived, nor are you to do what is done in the land of Canaan where I am bringing you. You shall not walk in their statutes. You are to perform my judgments and keep my statutes, to live in accordance with them. I am the Lord your God. So you shall keep my statutes and my judgments, by which a man may live. If he does them, then I am his Elohim. None of you shall approach any blood relative of his to uncover nakedness. I am the Lord. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father, that is the nakedness of your mother. She is your mother. You are not to uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's wife. It is your father's nakedness. The nakedness of your sister, either your father's daughter or your mother's daughter, whether born at home or born outside, their nakedness you shall not uncover. The nakedness of your son's daughter or your daughter's daughter, the nakedness you shall not uncover, for their nakedness is yours. The nakedness of your father's wife's daughter, born to your father, she is your sister, you shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover their nakedness of their father's sister, she is your father's blood relative. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister, for she is your mother's blood relative. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's brother. You shall not approach his wife, she is your aunt. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your daughter-in-law, she is your son's wife. You shall not uncover her nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your brother's wife. It is your brother's nakedness. You shall not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, nor shall you take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughters to uncover her nakedness. They are blood relatives. It is lewdness. You shall not marry a woman in addition to her sister as a rival while she is alive, to uncover her nakedness. Also you shall not approach a woman to uncover her nakedness during her menstrual impurity. You shall not have intercourse with your neighbor's wife, to be defiled with her. You shall not give any of your offspring to offer them to Molech, nor shall you profane the name of your Lord God, who is Yahweh Elohim YHWH, which is I. You shall not lie with a male as one lies with a female. It is an abomination. Also, you shall not have intercourse with any animal to be defiled with it, nor shall any woman stand before an animal to mate with it. It is perversion. Do not defile yourselves by any of these things, for by all these the nations which I am casting out before you have become defiled. For the land has become defiled, therefore I have brought its punishment upon it. So the land has spewed out its inhabitants. But as for you, you are to keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not do any of these abominations, neither the native nor the alien who sojourns among you. For the men of the land who have been before you have done all of these abominations, and the land has become defiled, so that the land will not spew you out, should you defile it, as it has spewed out the nation for which has been before you. For whoever does any of these abominations, those persons who do so shall be cut off from among my people. Thus you are to keep my charge, that you do not practice any of these abominable customs which have been practiced before you, so as not to defile yourselves with them. I am Yahweh, the Lord your God. Every one of you shall reverence his mother and his father, and you shall keep my Sabbaths. I am Yahweh, the Lord your God. Do not turn to idols or make for yourselves molten gods. I am YHWH, Yahweh, the Lord your God. Now when you offer a sacrifice of peace offerings to me, you shall offer it so that you may be accepted. It shall be eaten the same day you offer it, and the next day, but what remains until the third day shall be burned with fire. So if it is eaten at all on the third day, it is an offense. It will not be accepted. Everyone who eats it will bear his iniquity, for he has profaned the holy thing, and that person shall be cut off from his people. Now on the 7th month, on the first day of the month, you shall also have a holy convocation. You shall do no laborious work. It will be to you a day for blowing of trumpets. You shall offer a burnt offering as a soothing aroma to me, 1 bull, 1 ram, 7 male lambs, 1 year old without defect. Also their grain offering of fine flour mixed with oil, and 3/10 of an ephah for the bull, and 2/10 for the ram, and 1/10 for each of the 7 lambs. Offer 1 male goat for a sin offering, to make atonement for you. Besides the burnt offering of the new moon, and its grain offering, and the continual burnt offering, and its grain offering, and their drink offering, according to the ordinance, for a soothing aroma, an offering by fire to me. Then on the 10th day of the 7th month you shall have a holy convocation, and you shall humble yourselves. You shall not do any work. You shall present a burnt offering to me as a soothing aroma, 1 bull, 1 ram, 7 male lambs, 1 year old, having them without defect, and their grain offering of fine flour mixed with oil, 3/10 of an ephah for the bull, 2/10, 1 for the ram. A 10th for each of the 7 lambs. 1 male goat for a sin offering, besides the sin offering of atonement and the continual burnt offering, and its grain offering and their drink offerings. Then on the 15th day of the 7th month you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no laborious work, and you shall observe a feast to me, the Lord your God, for 7 days. The righteous man perishes, and no man takes it to heart. And devout men are taken away, while no one understands. For the righteous man is taken away from evil, he enters into peace. The rest in their beds, each one who walked in his upright way. But come here, you sons of a sorceress, offspring of an idolater and a prostitute. Against whom do you jest? Against whom do you open wide your mouth and stick out your tongue? Are you not children of rebellion, offspring of deceit, who inflame yourselves among the oaks? under every luxuriant tree? Who slaughter the children in the ravines, under the clefts of the crags? Among the smooth stones of the ravine is your portion, they are your lot. Even to them you have poured out a drink offering, you have made a grain offering. Shall I relent concerning these things? Upon a high and lofty mountain you have made your bed. You also went up there to offer sacrifice behind the door and the doorpost. You have set up your sign. Indeed, far removed from me, you have uncovered yourself, and have gone up and made your bed wide. And you have made an agreement for yourself with them. You have loved their bed. You have looked on their manhood. You have journeyed to the king with oil, and increased your perfumes. You have sent your envoys a great distance, and made them go down to Sheol. You were tired out by the length of your road. Yet you did not say, "It is hopeless." You found renewed strength, therefore you did not faint. Of whom were you worried and fearful, when you lied and did not remember me, nor give me any thought? Was I not silent even for a long time, so you did not fear me? I will declare your righteousness and your deeds, but they will not profit you. When you cry out, let your congregation of idols deliver you. But the wind will carry all of them, and a breath will take them away. But he who takes refuge in me will inherit the land and will possess my holy mountain. And it will be said, build up, prepare the way. Remove every obstacle out of the way of my people. For thus says the high and exalted one, who lives forever, whose name is holy. It is I, Yahweh Elohim YHWH. I dwell on high and in the holy place, and also with the contrite and lowly of spirit, in order to revive the spirit of the lowly, and to revive the heart of the contrite. For I will not contend forever, nor will I always be angry. For the spirit would grow faint before me, and the breath of those whom I have made. Because of the iniquity of the unjust gain I was angry and struck him. I hid my face and was angry. And he went on turning away in the way of his heart. I have seen his ways, but I will heal him. I will lead him and restore comfort to him and his mourners, creating the praise of the lips. Peace, peace to him who is far, and to him who is near, says Yahweh YHWH. And I will heal him. But the wicked are like the tossing sea, for it cannot be quiet, and its waters toss up refuse and mud. There is no peace, says I Yahweh, for the wicked. And to the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me day and by night, and delight to know my ways, as a nation that has done righteousness, and has not forsaken the ordinance of me. They ask me for decision. They delight in the nearness of me. Why have we fasted and you do not see? Why have we humbled ourselves and you do not notice? Behold, on the day of your fast you will find your desire, and drive hard all of your workers. Behold, you fast for contention and strife, and strike with wicked fists. You do not fast like you do today, to make your voice heard on high. It is a fast like this which I choose, a day for a man to humble himself. It is for bowing one's head like a reed, and for spreading out sackcloth as ashes as a bed. Will you call this a fast, even an acceptable day to me, Yahweh? Is this not the fast which I choose, to loosen the bonds of wickedness, to undo the bands of the yoke, and to let the oppressed go free, and break every yoke? Is it not to divide your bread with the hungry, and bring the homeless poor into the house, when you see the naked to cover them, and not to hide yourself from your own flesh? Then your light will break out like the dawn, and your recovery will speedily spring forth, and your righteousness will go before you. The glory of Yahweh Elohim will be your rear guard. When you will call, I will answer. When you cry, I will say, Here I am. If you remove the yoke from your midst, the pointing of the finger and speaking wickedness, and if you give yourself to the hungry and satisfy the desire of the afflicted, then your light will rise in darkness, and your gloom will be like midday. And I will continually guide you and satisfy your desire in scorched places, and give you to your bones. And you will be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water whose waters do not fail. Those from among you will rebuild the ancient ruins. You will raise up the age-old foundations, and you will be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of the streets, in which I will dwell. I hope this message finds you well. This is for Yom Kippur. As I said, my blessings of cleanliness will go out to all those who participate. If you or your congregation continues to be a smoke to my nose, and you are full of idolatry, I will not forgive you. I will not bless you. I will indeed impose a great curse. Thus will be the destruction of many people, and many nations. Israel, I am the Lord your God, and I bless those who bless you, and I reward those who come to me.